Yes, the bands is off the wall. They've been off the wall since the 60s. In the lineup, the Hawaiian Pro, round number 1, heat number 10, 25-minute heats. Michael Dumpy, Michael February. It is a lot of famous people have done that. While we were in a break, David Sanford along with Ross William. Ross, we saw Michael Dumpy start things off.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. And the East Coaster has been a solid QS campaigner, taking the tour very serious, and that's a great start there for Michael. Getting some nice swift snaps right behind him. Michael February from South Africa. A lot of flow there. He made a little splash this year at J-Bay, had a wild card in that event. So a nice quick start there.
Talking to Dumpy while he was getting ready down there, and we were chatting it up. His mom, Lisa, watching online with from Florida, and his dad, an air traffic controller at the job right now at Charlottesville, Virginia, watching, and I think the planes are in a holding pattern during this 25-minute heat. I think in about 2 weeks he'll be 18 years of age, but
it's crazy.
What a force to be reckoned with. Big, tall, strong, and the new Italian superhero.
Yeah, he is a superstar in the making, and he'll be back.
Here we go, Michael February. He is very famous himself in South Africa. You got to watch out. He has got all the talent in the world. The under-20 South African champion in 2013. Now he's 22 years of age. He started off with a 717 best wave so far. Now down the beach, you're right. This is peaks again, isn't it? As we take a look at Elijah Gates, our rookie, his first wave of 317, and second wave, well, interesting things happening there.
Sit there and wait for Mother Nature to cooperate. So to take that luck factor out of the equation, you got to catch your waves early.
Ray Shito is our contest director, and as they check in, they get the final rules. As we take a look down near the toilet bowl, trying to chase with Elijah Gates. Great late hit. You mentioned he's from the side of the island where a lot of surfers do train, because sometimes they're asked to surf beach breaks, whether it's on the East Coast or in Southern California. A lot of contests going on, and you've got to work. Not every wave is perfect. Not every wave is a reef or a point break. It's a lot of funky beach breaks.
It's slowly, you know, the schedule on the QS Tour has been getting better and better over time, but there is a lot of small wave surfing on the QS Tour. So right there, 2 nice hits. He wants to take advantage of it, make a few heats, and get some big points.
Here we go. The winds now clocking around from the east, offshore. Ideal conditions at Haleiwa. Our surfer in yellow is Adrian Toyon, a 317 to start things off, and now he's chasing on his backhand. The toilet bowl starts to throw out. It's getting shallow. Here's Michael Dumpy. Dumpy, a high line with speed. There's the big drawn-out bottom turn. Hacks it off the top. What a beautiful turn. Another section gets a twofer. He's going to definitely add this to his 2-wave total. That could be the best wave for him easily of this heat. That was beautiful.
Really good surfing there from Michael Dumpy. Another one.
And here we go. Look at this wave. Speed he generates. This is Michael February, the South African, a 717, and unbelievable long drawn-out bottom turn. We always talk about what's happening at the top, but to get to the top with speed, power, flare, or an air, you need a good bottom turn.
Turn is key for that. But here we go, Michael Dumpy. This is excellent surfing. It's going to be a huge score for him. Nice patience there, waiting for that wave to form up. Nice little jam in the pocket. Better right there, much crisper turn on that second one, hitting the lip. And right there on the toilet bowl, that section is so tricky. It's really stifling, but he did a great job at keeping it clean and finishing that closing maneuver. So again, Michael Dumpy, I'm feeling, is going to get an excellent score. Michael February, drawn out carve there, but just a little wobbly, and then a nice little snap there. So this should just be, even though the wave was a pretty solid set wave, I think the score is going to be just mediocre. And out the back, Adrian Toyon really cut his teeth kind of in Reunion Island. So there's a lot of powerful waves, just like the North Shore there, where he's from and has done a lot of surfing. Just a little late to the show in the toilet bowl there, getting kind of a little rock and roll floater. So another mediocre score, but Michael Dumpy, he opened up a can of worms on that one.
And guess who's on the radar? Air traffic control picking up Michael Dumpy. He gets a 9.40.
Well, if his dad is watching over there, he's going to be really happy about that. A couple of judges got pretty close to even a 10, 9.8, 9.5. Anyways, the average 9.4, Dave. So he's in cruise control now. I mean, he even has a pretty solid backup score at the 5.5.
Well, let me ask you then, that 9.4, you've got this benchmark of these middle waves, but now you've got a 9.4. You're going to have to do something similar to get into the 9s, what he did. Take a look. He's not wasting any time. Second priority. Now he's going to go to 4th priority once he paddles out. Dumpy with a 3rd wave, trying to better a 5.5. That post-frontal or pre-frontal conditions give him an offshore, and he marched onto there. Could be Michelle Perez's year to win a Triple Crown as we take a look at Elijah Gates using his priority and unfortunately going down. The waves have cleaned up. And I've got to ask you, here we go, Michael February in second, looking to replace a 6.23. High line for speed. Now he drops down because he's got some extra room to play with. Beautiful bottom turn, nice hack, a little quicker there. Here's the toilet bowl where it gets really shallow and dumpy, and he survives that quite nicely. Got to ask you about these offshore winds. It looks like it's blowing just about east right now.
Well, you know, trade winds out here, light east winds is ideal. It's just brushes the waves really clean, and that makes the surface manageable. Right here, Michael February, a couple of horizontal snaps, keeping that speed up, but this one he lays into it. Watch that back foot. Bango. So right there, the judges will be happy about that. You know, that the wave was an 8-point ride as soon as he stood up. As long as he didn't fall, this wave was an absolute bomb. But the first two snaps, he kind of held back a little bit. Just a layback check. Little speed line, lip line float there. But this one, he leans on that back foot and puts some grunt into it. And the judges will appreciate that. He's really going to protect that second place spot now.
Well, if it's better than a 7.74, he will take the lead. Judges give him an 8.57. Michael February, 22-year-old out of Cape Town, South Africa, jumps up into the lead. Take a look at the highlights so far of this heat with 4:10 on the clock.
Well, kind of a head-to-head battle, really. Adrian Toyon and Elijah Gates have been left a little bit in the dust. Nice quick start for Michael Dunphy. This is just a 5.5 for him. At this point in the heat, he's just psyched on building a house, you know, picking away a couple of solid scores. Kind of the same thing, but a little better score for Michael. He had a 7.17. Of course, this is Michael February from South Africa. Light-footed surfer here, just 24 years old, but look at this, 9.4. Beautiful wave, again, matching his speed. Dumping off that speed and then lays in a little jam. This one he really hits the lip crisp. Gains speed out of that turn and then hits it one more time right on the toilet bowl. And you know, that's so tricky to do. That toilet bowl is stifling. And Michael Dunphy really matching that speed there. Beautiful score here for Michael February. Nice little off the lip, but watch this layback hammer right here. Judges loved it, 8.57. He's actually in the lead, just the fact he has a better backup score at that 7.17.
Actually, for him, Adrian Toyon has first priority, our surfer in yellow. So let's see what Dunphy's going to do to make things happen. Our surfer in white takes this. Dunphy's now going to take... actually, our surfer in white does have fourth priority, so he's just keeping busy to the inside, looking to better a score. Just got a quick note. Sunset Beach is solid at 7 feet out of the west. Adrian Toyon, it's in his court. He has first priority. The surfer that's 26 years old out of Reunion Island wearing the yellow out there. To the inside, we got a scrambler here. It's February, still trying to improve his two-wave total, trying to ditch a 717, look for an air. There's the section. Doesn't get quite the speed. Now out the back. 3, 2, 1. And I'm not sure if this is going to count.
Looked like he just got it, but he's behind the section anyways.
Oh, long way to come. If he does not, obviously, whether it counts or not, he needed an 8.14. It looks like February and Dunphy are going to advance through, and that's the life of a traveling surfer.